A doctor tells you, here's the problem. We don't have a cure for your cancer. Therefore, you don't have cancer. This is complete nonsense, of course. The lack of a cure has no bearing on the correct diagnosis of reality. Sedevacantism is just a diagnosis of the manifest, objective reality spitting in our faces daily. Jorge Bergoglio is a manifest and pertinacious heretic, indeed the most public heretic in the history of the world. Therefore, since actual popes must be actually Catholic, Jorge Bergoglio cannot possibly be an actual pope. This is simply the reality, whether we like it or not, and regardless of whether we see a way out of it. Realists, Sedevacantists, don't claim to have all the answers. We only claim to have the right diagnosis, not the cure. We leave this to God to solve as He wills. At this point, direct divine intervention will no doubt be required. Such is the really real reality of today's putrefaction. Nor can the organization he leads be the actual Catholic Church, since the actual Catholic Church cannot defect from the faith. But the Novus Ordo anti-church clearly has been overcome by hell. Thus it cannot possibly be the actual Catholic Church, which is in the catacombs once again. It's no accident that we were given this example. Sedevacantism is simply the recognition and acceptance of objective reality, namely the reality that one cannot be the head of a body of which one is not a member, and related, the reality that since we've been divinely assured that the actual Catholic Church cannot be overcome by hell, and that since the entity now led by Jorge Bergoglio manifestly has been overcome by hell, this entity cannot possibly be the actual Catholic Church. Antipope Francis isn't just a bad father. Rather, he isn't a father at all. And it takes no authority to recognize all of this manifest objective reality, any more than one must be a mathematician to recognize that 2 + 2 can never equal 5. Or one must be a coroner to recognize a stinking, manifestly dead body. We've been endowed with reason, and we're expected to use that faculty. It's no accident that Scripture warns us so often against false shepherds who are really ravening wolves. We wouldn't have been so warned if we didn't have the capacity to recognize them and the inherent authority to instantly flee them without the intervention of authority, especially if there isn't any legitimate authority to consult. Today's hierarchy is a pseudo-hierarchy of wolves in shepherd's clothing. What is the supreme law of the Church? The salvation of souls. We're entitled to flee the wolves without the intervention of the pseudo-authority of those very wolves.